All right, we're here on another beautiful, warm Valley day. I'm so happy to be here. I'm Enoch, member of the Valley Cultural Foundation Board, and I'm here. It's my pleasure to be sitting here with Ekstrand, who just came off of our 100-something degree stage, and I'm really excited to talk to you today a little bit, Eric.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I was very excited to actually be chosen to play this summer for the concert series.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it was our pleasure because you rocked it, as everybody's been saying since we saw you perform just now, minutes ago. And we'd like to ask you, how did you find out about, or how did you hear about the Valley Cultural Foundation?
Well, I was here, I came to see a couple of concerts last year. I remember several friends of mine, in fact, one of the guys who's in the band tonight was playing with Kenny Cetera in his Chicago experience.
Excellent. Cool.
And so I heard about the Valley Cultural Foundation and their Emerging Artists series. So I said, well, I'll apply, and I got to lose.
Excellent.
In fact, I didn't really expect to hear anything because, I figured, swing band, what are they going to do with that?
Right. Well, it turns out we're glad you did, and you were a perfect match for the band that we put you with today, which is Frankie Valli, the Frankie Valli tribute.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice contrast. Yeah.
Yes. And after you've played here, I imagine this is a big audience for you.
This is our first performance in probably 3 years, because pre-pandemic, everything shut down. We didn't have any jobs, and so we weren't doing anything. So glad to have a chance to play in front of a nice group of people and do our things.
How did you prepare? It's such a big stage. How did you prepare for the performance today?
We did have a rehearsal.
A rehearsal, he says.
Yeah, we had a rehearsal last Wednesday, so because it's the first time we played, so we wanted to make sure we had things tight. And one song was brand new; the guys had never played it before. So.
Right, you mentioned that on stage that it hasn't even been recorded yet.
Right,
that's the one.
Yeah,
amazing. No one in the audience would have guessed that was your first time playing in 3 years on the stage together.
Yeah,
wow, fantastic. But you guys are still cooking. If you don't know, these guys have been together for decades, right? Can you tell the people?
I started the band in 1992. I didn't know that there was any swing dance movement going on at the time. We were playing like sit-down, nightclubs, and we were playing, concerts in the park and stuff like that. And then the guy from the Derby heard about us and said, "Hey, I think your band would be perfect in my club." So a year later, in 1993, we started playing the Derby, which was the swing club, where the Big Bad Voodoo Daddy and the Royal Crown Review came out of that. And we played there a lot of weekends, and then we started playing every Sunday night. We did that for several years.
Wow. And was everything, as far as your experience playing here, did you enjoy everything?
Oh yeah, the sound crew and the stage crew were superb, very professional. Made it real easy for us. We just they take care of that stuff, and then we just go ahead and charge right, full speed ahead. So.
Excellent. And so, what's next for you? What's coming up?
Well, I just have my most recent release came out just a few years ago, just before the pandemic. That's called So Hot. We've got 4 albums. First one is called Spike Teal Stomp. We did that in the late 90s. And then in 2015, I did one called Standard Delivery. That's all standard American songbook tunes. And then we did The Wedding Party, which was a movie that the band was in. In fact, they even hired me as an actor because the producers wanted to show my range as an actor, so they hired me as the band leader.
Yes.
Release.
And those CDs were out for sale in person here at the concert, but for people watching at home, they can get those online?
Yes, through Perseverance Records.
Perseverance Records?
Perseverance Records has all that. They handle the distribution.
Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you again so much for coming and playing for us on this hot summer day. And we had a great time having you, and we expect to hear a lot more great things from the Eric Ekstrand project and Ensemble, and you guys, your entire band, just phenomenal. So thank you guys.
Glad people had a good time.
Oh, they sure did. Okay, thanks very much.
Absolutely.